Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my grade 4 students? Today, inshallah, we will learn how to make a line plot. Lesson 11.2. When we have some frequent numbers or some numbers that are repeated, like 2, 5, 3, 4, 3. How to make a line plot? Firstly, draw a line. Sorry, I will draw a good line here. These are the numbers. How to draw it in a number line, like this. Just I will erase this. Firstly, we can arrange like from 0 to 5, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no 0 here, so leave the 0. There is no 1, but there is 2. How many 2 do we have? You have 2 times, so put 2 dots. Line plot. The 3 is 2 times, so the 3 is 2 times. The 4 is only 1 time. The 5 is only 1 time. If we add here 2 also, so the 2 will be repeated 3 times, so we have to put 3 dots. That's why the most common number here, or the most repeated number, is 2. So the most common number here is 2. From the raw data or from the numbers, we can see that the most repeated number is 2. From the line plot, you can see that is the most repeated or the most one that has dots. The same thing that we have the next page. So we can complete the next. These are the data. Here, 4 and 1/8 is repeated how many times? You can see the numbers. It's repeated only 1 time. So put only 1 dot. There is 5, but we will leave the 5. 4 and 2/8. There is no 4 and 2/8 here. There is 4 and 3/8. There is no 4 and 3/8 here. There is 4 and 4/8 or 4.5. He put it, see? He put it all. 4.5. How many 4.5 do we have? See? So 4 and 1/8 1 time. That's it. 4.5. How many 4.5 do we have? 4.5 1 time. So put 1 dot. 1/2, 4.5. The same as 4 and 2/4. The same as 4 and 4/8. He is multiplying by 2. 1 multiplied 2, 2. 2 multiplied 2, 4. Also he multiplied by 2. It will be 4/8. No problem. Where is 4 and 6/8? 4 and 6/8, or 4 and 3/4. How many 4 and 3/4 do we have? 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. That's why he put 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. What is the rest of the numbers? How many numbers do we have still? We have 5. So the 5 1 time. What is the most common number? What is the most repeated number? The most repeated number here is 4 and 3/8 because it has more dots. So we can see the question down. To understand more, this is the question. Here is the numbers. We can check. There is 4 or not? Oh, we can check here. Yeah, teacher, we have 1 time 4. So put only 1 dot. 4.5. Do we have 4.5? Yeah, we have here 1 time also. See? So put 1 dot also. Cross, because we finished. 5. Do we have 5s here or not? Exactly 5. Do we have? This is 6, 7, 10. No, we don't have exactly 5. So leave it. 5.5. Yeah, we have. See, we have 5.5. We have 5.5. We have 5.5. 3 times. So put 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. See. 6. How many 6 do we have? We have 3 6. See, I can select a different color like this. 1, 2, 3. So we can put 3 dots. 1, 2, The most easiest lesson. 6.5, do we have 6.5? Yeah, we have one time 6.5 here. We have one time 6.5. We have finished. 5.5 three times. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So 5.5 we have 4 times. See? 5.5 one time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So we have to put 4 dots here. Sorry. 7. How many 7 do we have? One time. Put cross and put 1 dot. Do we have 7.5? There is no 7.5 here. Oh, teacher, still we have 5.5. See? 1. So 1 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So put here 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4.5. How many times? 4 we have how many times? 4 one time. So put 1 dot. We are repeating again the lesson. 4.5. How many times? Only 1 time. Dot put cross. Easier than the circle. 6. How many times do we have? Do we have 5 exactly? No, we don't have 5. But we have 5.5. 5 times is dead. See? 6 we have how many times? 1, 2, 3. So put 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. We have 7. Yeah, we have 7. 6.5 we have or not? Yeah, 6.5 we have 1 time. So put 1 dot. So it as a repetition of the number. So the 7 how many times? 1 time we have. The 8 we have 1 time. So put 1 dot on the 8. The 10 we have 1 dot. How I know that my answer is true or false? See? See? You can count the dots. Count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can count the numbers also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So my answer is true because the numbers are the same as the dots. He asked me complete the line plot. We did. Alhamdulillah, we did how to complete the line plot. This is the first part. The second part, he said, what is the most common number? What is the most repeated number? What is the number that has more dots? It's 5.5. So we'll have to write the most common is 5.5. What is the outlier? We explained before the outlier. The outlier, that the number that is so far to the numbers out. So the outlier is 10. So the outlier is 10. These are the answers. You have to copy. You have to complete the line plot. He needs 3 parts. Complete the line plot. We did. The most common we did, alhamdulillah, 5.5 because it has more dots. The outlier is the number that is far, so it's 10. That's it. We can go to the other page. Here he said complete the line plot. It's easy, the same thing. 6 and 1 over 4. Firstly, we'll start from the lowest one. We will check if we have 5 or not. There is 5. Yeah, we'll check. There is no 5, teacher. There is 5 and 1/4 or not. There is 5 and 1/4. Yeah, 1 time. So no need to put circle. It's easy to put cross. 5 and 1 over 4. So 1 time, put dot. 5 and 2 over 4 is the same as 5.5. Is there is 5.5 or not? There is no 5.5. 5 and 3 over 4, there is or not? There is, yeah, 1 time. 5, 3 over 4, 1 time only. There is exactly 6 or not? There is no exactly 6. There is 6 and 1 over 4, 1 time. See, it's 1 time. 6 and 1 over 4. 6 and 2 over 4 is the same as 6.5. It's the half distance between 6 and 4th and 6 3/4. Or you can divide by 2, divide by 2. It will be 6.5. No problem, the same. Where is 6.5 here? The same, 6 and 2 over 4. One time, put one time only. 6 and 3 over 4, 2 times. So no need to understand this now. 6 and 3 over 4, 2 times. 1, 2. So put 2 dots. So what is the most common number here? The most common number is 6 and 3/4. He said, there is outlier here. Write the length. Who has more pencils are the same length. Just I will try to move the line because I cannot read well. Yeah, I said use the table shown at the right, so this, to compare the length of Sandy pencils with the length of Serena pencils. This is length of Sandy pencils. And the previous page, so with the previous page we did. So no need to solve this question because we did the last page. He said, is there an outlier here? We have to say no. Why there is no outlier? Because there is no number that is out or so far to the numbers. Because there is no numbers that is so far to the other numbers, to the other numbers. Okay? Here the same thing. Number 4 and 5. The same thing. It's not hard. There is 6 or not in these numbers. There is no 6, so leave the 6. 6 and a half. There is 6 and a half. Yeah, one time. 6 and a half, 6 and a half, 2 times. 6 and a half, 3 times. So put 3 dots, please. It's so easy lesson. There is 7 or not. There is no exactly 7, but there is 7 and a half. How many times? 1, 2 times. So 1 time, 2 times. There is 8. How many times? 1, 2 also. So the 8 is 2 times. 3 times. So put 3 times. 4 times. Alhamdulillah. So it's 4 times. 8 and a half, 1 time. 1 time. We can erase the numbers to count and count the dots. How to know that we did exactly the same answer? Count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The same. What length is the longest? What length is the longest? And what length is the shortest? The most repeated number here is 8. The lowest number here is the shortest, is 8 and a half. So he need to ask about the length of the longest bracelets. So he means the most repeated number is 8, but the least repeated number is 8 and a half. This is what he means by this question. Thank you so much. This is the same thing. So alhamdulillah, we have finished. This is the page of the homework. You can do the same here. No problem. See you inshallah the next lesson. Inshallah.